Hi, I am Rich Watts and this is
me. Pretty,
me. Yeah, I try my best. I try. Welcome to another video, and in this video we will be looking at the pros and cons of working as an international teacher.
老师.
Lao shi. So I'm going to go through financial implications of when you're working abroad,
Possibly.
cost of living, as opposed to when you're working at home, in your home school. Why would you want to leave your home country and come and work in another country? So on the screen I'll put a list of things, a list of pros and cons to why
We chose to live abroad.
we chose to live abroad. You say.
We chose to live abroad.
Say it properly.
That was proper. We chose to live abroad. Why is that so?
And we have moved to China. We've just moved, recently married. How long have we been married?
Less than a year.
Less than 6 months, actually.
6 months.
Yeah. And we've recently moved to China. This is back to China for me. I was here for 8 years before, and I lived in Beijing, and I worked at wasn't an international, and I worked at a Chinese school there called Keystone Academy. Now I am in Nantong. I'll tell you later which one I think is the better city to live in and what I liked about them both. But yeah, we're in China now for 3 years, got a 3-year contract. After those 3 years are up, who knows where we're going to be, so we'll see. Anyway, let's get into the video. Right, today me and May are out training, and we're just walking down to the Yangtze River bridge. So this bridge, let me show you. This bridge here goes across the Yangtze to Shanghai. So we're opposite Shanghai over the Yangtze River, and we're going to explore a lot of places. So the plan is for 3 years I'm here. So my role is I'm deputy head of boarding. I'm working at a boarding school. Deputy head of boarding. I'm going to be in charge of the Duke of Edinburgh Award. I'm starting that up here. And looking after the international students, taking them around China, going to exciting places, which I am going to love. I'm going to love finding these places and going and visiting them. And of course, I'm going to bring you along with me, so you'll be able to see everything that we're doing, you'll be able to come along and see as well, which will be amazing. It'll be lovely. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm so excited to be back abroad. 2 years back in England made me almost financially bankrupt. It was a bloody nightmare. I was paying for my son's private school fees, because abroad you get free education, no tax implications. Yet when you're working in England, if you get free education, then your tax goes up massively. So it makes sense, or it doesn't make sense, but you have to pay. You either don't get 100% reduction on fees, or you pay a huge amount of taxes. So yeah, but when you're abroad, you don't pay anything, which is amazing. Anyway, I'm going to get into that in more detail. Well, let's just have a look at the Yangtze River. There it is. In this river there are river dolphins and all sorts. I don't suppose we're going to see any today from here. A lot of shipping, cargo ships. We'll get ourselves into Shanghai at some point as well. Have a look around there. But this is a busy old river, the Yangtze. We are talking about the pros and cons of living and working abroad. Right, so obviously the one of the main points of working abroad is the reason why we all work: money. So yeah, key reason why you're going to leave home country and go and work abroad is your payment. It's night time and I've been running hence why I'm so sweaty. But I'm just going to recap. I'm just going to go over again about the money. So I was talking about in England you've got to pay community tax. I was paying like £150 a month, I think. Then electricity was about another £150 a month. Then I didn't have gas, I had water. That was probably £50 a month, and then I was paying for Wi-Fi about another £50 a month. But when you're living in another country, and especially if you're living in the boarding house, then or you've got accommodation on site, then you don't pay anything. Basically, it's part of your package. Right. So talking about accommodation and where you're going to live, when you're working internationally, you can get free accommodation. So let me show you around our apartment. Okay, so this is the apartment. It's a 3-bedroom apartment, and basically comes with everything you see here. It's fully furnished. So it's got the fridge freezer here, washing machine, oven, hob. We bought this. We bought air fryer, kettle. It's got living room. It comes with the furniture and the table here. We bought the mirror. It's got the TV that it came with. It's got this awesome channel on there that you should subscribe to if you're not subscribed already. Please hit the subscribe button. And it's 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. So it's got a fully equipped laundry room, wash dry. It's got a really nice shower, so shower room, toilet. This is where we dry our laundry, but this is a bedroom that's fitted. It's quite a small bedroom, this one, as you can see. It's not particularly massive. And then you come through to back room, which is another bedroom, but we just use it for just working in. But it's got, again, this was here when we arrived. Right, this is the outdoors in the school. So this is what the outdoors looks like. This is what the school building looks like. And that there, can you see it? It's the Nantong Bridge to Shanghai. So let's look in the main bedroom. Don't forget that channel. So this is the main bedroom here. Double bed. All the furniture was here when we arrived. We just had to buy the bedding. Fitted cupboards. And then this is en suite. You see the lucky lady herself. Shower room, toilet, same again. And then of course the benefit of being here as opposed to being at home is this. It's 100% free and I have no utility bills. I don't pay electric, I don't pay community tax, I don't pay gas, I don't pay water rates, I don't pay any of those things. All I do is I work in the school, I get this for free. If I had a kid at school age, mine's just left, then they would be able to go to this school here that I've just shown you for free as well. So you can imagine I've saved mortgage, gas, electric, community charge, all those things that I don't have to pay for. The upkeep of my property is no longer necessary. So I'm saving a massive amount here. Last time I was in China, I rented my house out for 9 years and he basically paid 8, 9 years of mortgage. However, I did have a problem with him paying the mortgage for the last year and a half, where he basically went a bit crazy and I didn't get paid. I got about half pay, so I lost a lot of money on that. But overall, 8 years, good as gold, paid everything, brilliant. So, benefit, massive bonus. What are the downfalls of moving abroad? Well, first of all, it's a massive culture shock if you are going somewhere like China, where you probably can't speak the language and you probably can't read the language. and they're two different things, and they're very hard to learn. That's going to be hard, that's going to be frustrating, annoying, difficult. Everything you want to do is going to be hard. You have to learn to live as a Chinese person would live, and you have a lot of restrictions on things that you probably want to do, like use Facebook, use Google, get around by using Western apps. They do not work in the Great Firewall of China. One of the big bonuses though is how easy it is to travel when you're based in another country. Okay, we're heading to the Philippines. We've just left London. Got a hell of a journey. We are now in Istanbul for about an hour, and then we're going to head to Taipei, and then Clark, and then finally Bacolod. Okay, so it's night time now, and I'm out for running. That's why I'm sweaty. So you got to think, if you want to work abroad, you got to think, what qualifications do you need? Now you can come with none, but your level of job will be quite low, so you can just be an English tutor. So you probably need like TEFL or a CELTA course at your lowest level. Some kind of English qualification would be better. So those kind of qualifications are going to give you a minimum amount of pay. Wouldn't recommend doing that for more than a couple of years, maybe to see if you like teaching or not. Now, if you already got your teaching qualification, if you've got any kind of teaching qualification or a PGCE, then you're going to qualify for a much higher package, and depending on the school you go to, your wage is going to be high and your package is either going to be okay or very good, depending on the quality of the school that you have. So your package is going to include flights, education, medical, obviously the wages, some are taxed, some aren't taxed, and accommodation. A lot of schools give a 13th month. I would say read your package carefully, make sure that you're getting everything you want out of it. So you should be getting like flights, accommodation, medical. So you should be getting those 4 things plus decent wage. In Beijing, you pay into a social security fund, which you get back when you leave. That's kind of like enforced savings, so that is like a massive amount. When I left China after 8 years last time, I got back £28,000 English money. When I returned to UK, they sent that to me. So that was quite a nice little lump I got back. As a teacher, then think carefully about your finances. My wages probably on a par with UK, but at the moment I'm getting 30% tax as I'm classed as a non-resident worker. So next year it's a sliding tax scale. Beginning of January it'll be 10%, then it will go up mid-year 25%, then up to 20%, and up to 25%. Make sure if you're coming abroad that you have the right qualifications, otherwise you'll just be taking any job and it'll be probably pretty badly paid. So it's just like working as a random English tutor, something along those lines, and the money is quite small. So if you've got a degree or a teaching qualification, anything that's going to up your skill set is going to be beneficial for you and going to help you get more pay and the better benefits. So pros and cons, there are pros and cons either way, whichever way you want to look at it, living abroad. You miss out on, when you're abroad, all of your family stuff, all of your parents as they're getting older, you miss out on that if you've got children and your family can't see them. So yeah, there are pros and cons about living abroad. If you miss your family a lot, then probably best not to come, or just come for a year or 2 years and then go back to see what it's like. Do I regret moving abroad? No, I don't. I don't regret moving abroad to any places I've lived. So I think it's all part of life's rich tapestry, experiences. Like when you die, you're not going to be able to take anything with you, so you might as well make the most of like seeing things while you're here and enjoying everything. Like in England, for the 2 years I was back, like last year. Basically, England is like nightmare at the moment. With a got a middle income wage, just couldn't afford to do anything, paying for everything, taxed a lot, and yeah, money doesn't go anywhere. Everything's expensive. So how about living in Nantong versus living in somewhere like Beijing or Shanghai? Would I choose to live here had I not accepted this job? Actually, if I was younger, I would probably lose my mind living here, because there is not, I mean, there's enough to do, but we're out in the very much out in the suburbs here, and you've got to travel always 40 minutes to get into the city centre, and if I want to go to Shanghai, it's 2 hours. So, and then if I want to go to the mountains, again, there's none near here. Do I prefer living in Nantong or Beijing? Hands down, Beijing. If you're looking at an area to live in China, that area I really liked. In Xinyi, that area, for me, it was perfect. It was near the subway, near the airport, near the mountains. You could get to the city centre in half an hour. It was like living on somewhere like Ruislip and getting on the Metropolitan line to go into London. It felt like that. So I would prefer to live there hands down, but I'm here, so I have to make the best of it while I'm here. Okay, so I probably won't make another one of these particular videos. I've done a few of these ones looking at teaching abroad and pros and cons. So I think that's enough really. So I think we're going to call it a day for this video. So thanks for watching, and it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
Come and do it.
We have to sing the song.
We like to drink with Richard, because Richard is our mate. And when we drink with Richard, he does it down in 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not 8.
So it's goodbye from me and
Me.
try saying it's goodbye from me. So it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me. From me or from me?
Either way. Just try say and it's goodbye from May.
It's not
I say it's goodbye from
goodbye.
me and you say
See you
goodbye
later.
from May. No, it sounds good. It's goodbye from me and it's goodbye from me. So thanks for watching, and it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me. From me. Again.
So thanks for watching, and it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me. You didn't say from our channel, our YouTube channel.
No.